I really want to share this. Like, waste time.
Oh my God.
Andrew Tate.
Who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Andrew Tate dude?
I just call bullshit.
The Liver King?
Yeah. Very offensive.
This is
all speculation. I saw it on a video. It's a game changer.
Get canceled by June.
Dude, that would be pretty epic. It could be the revolution.
Sometimes when you're dealing with new equipment and new shit, you got to just kind of like learn all the quirky stuff that happens with it and just kind of run with it. And that's what we're doing here with the podcast.
Well, tell me when we're ready.
We're ready. No, we can run that shit. Fuck it. You were telling us about, we actually had to take all that audio out, but it was just bullshit audio anyway.
I was telling you about, Tim.
About that guy, Timmy.
I'm posting a TikTok right now, but we can get to it.
What's his name? Tim what?
Tim, I can't pronounce his last name. Chimuso or something like that. But
yeah.
He's ridiculous, dude.
That requires a lot of discipline. Those TikTok vlogs, you gotta really be on it. Yeah.
This man is the most disciplined person I've ever seen.
That's really
just in general, just with his day. He's same day every day. Wakes up.
Does the same thing. Every single day he posts a video like that?
Every single day. But his schedule's the same. So every day he wakes up at 4 a.m. He chugs his only time he drinks caffeine's first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
So he drinks a half a thing of pre-workout. Then he structures his day on his
time.
laptop. He goes downstairs. He gets his shoes. He goes for like a 2-mile walk. Then he goes to the gym. Then he's back, takes his kid to school. It's the same day.
That's crazy.
He eats the same lunch every single day.
Oh, my God.
Everything.
See, there's like certain levels of discipline.
Yeah, that's
like,
too much.
It's crazy, bro. You know, sometimes you need 2 cups of coffee a day, and just
I drink 2 cups of coffee every day.
You know, this is the first time I've done it in a week. My nerves get crazy.
I couldn't imagine.
That's actually a good point, though, that he's sticking to that type of schedule, because that's something that we're doing, right?
Yeah, he's totally the one that inspired it.
Yeah,
for me personally.
Talk
him
about
and
that.
Rob Dyrdek.
Talk about that a little bit.
Optimizing time.
Yeah,
optimizing your time and a schedule. It was really put into perspective. Health is based on your time. Your hobbies is based on your time. Your money that you make is based on your time. And then time is our most valuable currency. But time is the only thing that we as people don't pay attention to, typically.
Facts.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's about taking the most important area of our life that really is the driving force behind everything and perfecting that. So that's been the focus. And I know everybody in here has been focused on it.
We've been killing that shit all week.
Man. And then I know in the personal life, you've been messing with it. I've been messing with it.
I spent last night doing it.
It's a game changer.
100%.
It's a game changer. And it's not even, I was trying to explain it to a friend. It's not like a basic schedule. I mean micro.
Yeah.
Breaking your time down from a micro level, from like.
How micro are you doing? Like, are you doing like couple hour increments? Like, what are your increments that you're tracking?
Anything from 5 minutes up to 1 hour. Yeah.
So you basically break your day down by the minute.
Yeah.
Is what it sounds like.
Yeah. From the morning, from the moment I wake up till even the time I have to go to sleep.
That's crazy.
It's fully broken down. The small increment things are like Journal 369, which is like a manifesting / journal.
Yeah.
That takes 5 minutes, but it has its slot every day, 3 times a day. It has its slot.
Dope.
So depending on what it is, depends on how much time it is, But breaking it down from a micro, it's been a game changer. It's our first week doing it.
My question is, how hard was it for you to learn that? Because me personally, breaking my days down by the minute is so hard, because there's so many things I want to do, and it's just like organizing all my thoughts into one day has been super hard. So my question to you is, how did you get that? How did you get that down packed?
Building it like you would a business or anything else. Literally just a whiteboard, right? And then I broke down, like, I really want to share this. Like, I really want to do like a little like course or YouTube on it. But basically, man, we started with like the 4 pillars.
Plug.
Yeah. Plug. Life, wealth, health, and work, right? And you start there. And then what I did is I took that and I went into 3 categories, right? And it's basically what you want to do, things I want to do, things I have to do, things I want to prioritize, and then health and well-being.
Yeah.
And then basically I started with things that I have to do because I know what that is. And then you just start building it, right? Once you lay everything out, Then you go into how many days a week you want to allocate to that. All right, well, this I can work on one if I just got 1 day a week to work on it.
Yeah.
So then you break that down. I got to work at least 5 days a week. Then you start doing your time increments. All right, I can spend 2 hours on this, 1 hour on this. Once you do that, then you start taking it and plugging it in.
So
right?
there's a lot of moving things around. Like if you see this conflicts with this, it's like, all right, hold on.
It was stressful. Yeah. It was stressful designing it. And then I had a hard time implementing it into a calendar. But then Jenna plugged it right in, and then Alyssa helped. But now it seems like it's simple. Kind of the same way we were dealing with it here. Remember when Matt and you and Jeremiah
were stressed, bro.
That shit was stressful.
Bro, we was stressed.
But
Matt and I was like, yo, how the fuck did we do this?
But once you got it done,
it worked, yeah.
But it's really a micro schedule. It's not like a general schedule. But it's a game changer. So I think definitely as I get a little more settled in and we get used to it, I want to take it and design it to make it simple. And I've actually thought about like really putting it out there in the sense of like teaching it simple. Making it where it's very simple and doing it maybe in a YouTube or maybe even like a little PDF of it or something. But anyway, that's been the topic the past week. It's been awesome because I've never felt so much relief. Relief.
Yeah.
We run around like, oh, we ain't got time for this. Now I already know.
You got so much time, bro. You don't realize how much time you actually waste just on a day-to-day, checking your phone, doing all these random tasks, yo. Bro. So funny thing is, now that I have, my living situation has changed a lot within the last 6 months. Like I had a lot of people kind of move in and out of my place, and now that I have the place to myself, I realize, bro, there's so much time to do so many things. Like I used to get home, eat dinner, and talk, right, with like everybody in the house and all that. Next thing you know, it's like 9 o'clock, and I didn't do shit.
Yep.
Right now, when I get home, because it's a different situation, I'm like, bro, by 7:30, I'm done with everything. And I'm like, yo, there's so much more time.
So much, dude.
So I just thought that was crazy.
Yeah, it works like that.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Like I made my day, and then back real quick about the phone, like I plugged its time in.
Yeah.
So social media has its increments.
There you go.
I get a 15-minute increment 3 times a day to go on social media. So it reduced that.
Now, is that more for like entertainment or is that like strategic social media?
Whatever I want to do, whatever I want to use it for. It's got a 15-minute block. So I only go on it those 3 times, right? So that's why I was just rushing right before we got here, because I had a 15-minute increment.
Yeah.
Now I can either choose whatever I choose to do, post or look at it. But that's it. That's when it gets its time. But real quick too, the hours of the day. So I structure my day as 17-hour day, and that's getting 7 hours of sleep.
That's badass,
right?
18, that's 19, badass.
20, 21,
you can survive with like 6 hours of sleep,
for
right?
sure.
So 7 hours of sleep, 17-hour day.
Yeah,
bro, that's crazy.
That's why I did it, right?
Nice.
It's a 17-hour day.
Yeah,
still get 7 hours of sleep, which is plenty of sleep.
It is
17 hours, dude. You could do a lot in that day.
Yeah,
if you break it down, like you said, you don't really just waste time.
Yeah.
I don't have TV nights except for Saturday night now. Yeah, that wastes a lot of time.
You have relaxation time during your day or no? Like, do you have like a set time where you relax and maybe watch something, or what is your relaxation?
No TV.
Consist of no TV?
Except for Saturday. Saturday, there's a no scheduled day except for the morning. So we go to the gym.
Got you.
Once we're home from the gym at 7:30, that's it. We can do whatever we want to do. I'm not like scheduling that day. Relaxing time is 9 p.m. By 9 p.m., because we worked some things in. We got like a financial overview from 5:45 to 6:45, where we look at our money every day, budgeting in and out. And then the gym. So by the time we get home from the gym, shower, 9 p.m. is upstairs, but we don't go to sleep till 10:30. So it gives us an hour and a half, but our time is more quality. So instead of it being sitting on the couch, we're upstairs.
Yeah.
So we're having conversation.
Phones off, no electronics, just y'all two.
Yeah, we're just upstairs. It's lights out downstairs and it's upstairs. So we, have conversation, picking out your clothes, doing our skin care routine or whatever, dude. That's it. We scrub our face, put on some mask, brush our teeth, and take care of ourselves. It's dope, man. I'm excited. I'm really excited. So
that's what's up.
Yeah, it'll change your life.
Yo. Schedules really do change your life. Brad Lee was talking about that. I looked at one of his posts and he was like, it's not, he was more saying it's not a matter of what time you wake up, it's what you're doing while you're awake. So that does kind of connect to what we're saying here.
We all get the same amount of hours.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Look at some of these people,
Managing
dude.
that time, yo.
How they produce, man. Think
Bro.
about a Gary Vee or a...
Dude.
You know what I mean?
Like Gary Vee, The Rock, like how much those dudes do. Like acting in movies, businesses, promotions. Like they do a lot of shit.
A lot. Travel time and all of this.
Yeah.
But it's because they're managing it.
Or
Rob
they got
Dyrdek,
someone to
bro.
manage them for them.
True. Rob Dyrdek is a goat on this.
Yeah.
So he spent the past, I think he said
operator.
since 2018 or 16, his whole goal has been automation and optimizing his life and his time. So he
dope as
shoots
fuck.
all of that ridiculousness, like 250 episodes, and runs 8 businesses and has his podcast. He's a machine.
Yeah.
We know that about Rob Dyrdek. But all of that only equates for 26% of his time.
That is ridiculous.
But he's optimized it so much. It's a little much.
yeah.
But
I mean, he's put people in place to take
Yeah.
care of those things. So it's
Yeah.
like, you know, you could
it's
be at
crazy.
anywhere, you know, you could be everywhere at the same time because he has those things
Yep.
in place.
Yep.
That's probably why he has that safe word though too.
Yeah. Yeah.
That boy got a safe word. Operating too much.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's been the funniest thing though. Like noticing that a lot of he laughs because low key he got a safe word.
Yeah.
Oh man,
It
that's
gets
just-
pulled out here too.
That's what we go
It's been
through.
pulled out a few times.
Yeah. Do y'all know about the safe word? Ryan, you want to tell them about the safe word? Or you want me to tell them?
Tell him, man.
Yo, so
Take him into it.
so the safe word is when somebody's moving way too fast for the team to keep up. So if there's way too many things coming out all at once and nobody can keep up, and it's just kind of like, all right, bro, like you overwhelming us, it's a safe word thrown out.
Yeah. Basically means get back in the office.
That means like, yo, take a moment,
Yep.
breathe, let's break this down systematically because this shit's killing us, bro. We don't know what we're doing. Bro.
Yeah, Jeremiah's
We need a safe
laughing.
word.
Yeah, so that's if I'm overwhelming or overreacting.
yeah.
Or just disturbing. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's working. I think it's
Nah,
working.
hell yeah.
I think it's working.
It's such a healthy way to check somebody too.
Yeah.
I like that. I
Yeah.
really do.
Yeah, and I respect it. So if I hear it, I do well at like receiving it, and I'll just go on back into my hole.
Yeah. It's like telling the kid to go to timeout. Yo,
Yeah,
hey,
pretty much.
hey, relax.
Pretty much.
No, it's helped us though. For real.
Not to change the subject too much, but on another topic, Jeremiah and I were talking about it this morning. But getting into the social media world, and what's going on, Andrew Tate.
Welcome back to the GBC show,
The GBC
where we talk about
podcast.
everything greatness,
Yeah.
business, entrepreneurship, everything.
Yeah, that was a switch up.
That was an amazing switch
That
up.
was a
So we're
switch up.
gonna dive into Andrew
Man,
Tate,
we
bro.
went from teaching a little bit of how to optimize your time to some implementing schedules right into like Andrew Tate.
fucking Andrew Tate.
Yeah,
bro.
in the intro, halfway through the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, that's how it gets done out here, man. That's
So,
how it gets done.
I'll give the little shout out because you guys trained me on it, but make sure you subscribe.
Yeah,
Right?
please.
This is the GBC show, Greatness by Choice podcast, where we talk everything, man. We got some cool things too that are coming up. We'll give a hint about. But subscribe, comment, like. We're on all social media platforms. You can catch it also on Spotify,
Yeah,
right?
Spotify.
Amazon, all those podcast things. And then, of course, here on YouTube or wherever you're watching or listening to this app.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, Andrew Tate, man. So I know he's been a controversial character.
Bro. Probably one of the most famous guys in the world right now. Hands down.
He was the most Google searched person in 2022, above all. He was the #1 most Google searched individual was Andrew Tate.
How fast he moved up though, like in the rankings is so crazy. I remember hearing about him, like when we talked about him in the office, I'm like, who the fuck is this
Yeah.
Andrew Tate dude? Next thing you know, I see his content everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's how it was. I used to see his posts and I'd be like, I kind of liked him. And then I would start to ask myself, like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
And then the next thing you know, you're just infiltrated by
Yep.
Andrew Tate. It was a master marketing plan.
bro.
But, very interesting 2 weeks or a week now. He got locked up. And then apparently yesterday, some news came out, which was very interesting, that they had to fly him out of the jail to a hospital due to an unknown medical condition.
Lung nodules. They said that he has lung nodules.
What is that?
Apparently, no fucking clue.
What is lung nodules?
I don't know.
Jeremiah.
Hey,
What is a lung nodule?
and how did they find that? So apparently before, all right, so I did some kind of digging, right? When you get locked up, you go through like a medical examination.
Yeah.
Like like you have to go through it for you to be, to make sure that you're medically cleared to be
Yeah.
in jail. Well, apparently during the examination, they found lung nodules and they I don't know, somebody could check my sources, but they said it's because he smoked too many cigars, you know. We got the research department here looking into it too.
Yeah,
so
man.
research
Damn.
department's gonna send up some information because this shit is wild, bro.
Which, by the way, Jeremiah will be on the next episode.
Oh yeah.
So
definitely stay tuned for that.
We're adding a mic, so that's gonna be cool. We'll get Yeri in here, and who knows where the conversation is gonna go.
Yeah.
But lung nodule, the most common causes of lung nodules are inflamed tissue due to an infection or inflammation, lung tumors. Less common. Lung nodules are typically caused by lung cancer or other cancers that have spread to the lungs. Listen, here's the thing. Mm-hmm. It's hard for me to believe. I just call bullshit.
Hey, man.
That's
bullshit.
I think so. The only reason I think so is because, I don't know, man. He kind of predicted this was going to happen. So he said in a podcast, there's 3 things that they'll do, and if you know Andrew Tate, it's the Matrix, right? The Matrix will come after you. They're going to cancel you. Then they're going to arrest you. Then they're going to kill you. And prior to all of this, he was tweeting like, if I end up dead,
yeah,
I don't know.
I think that's what makes it so crazy is that it's happening the same way he labeled it. And then the fact that I don't see his content no more on TikTok or anywhere. The only type of content I see on Andrew Tate right now is other people talking about him.
It's weird, dude. It
so
vanished.
That's what's weird about that, all that. Right?
And I don't want to make light of this. Listen, if they come up with proof and he's, involved in this stuff, then obviously I don't support that, but I would like to see, I need to know, right? I need to, there's nothing has been brought to the table yet that shows he was keeping women locked up in his basement.
Oh shit, here comes the comments.
So yeah, they're going to shred me. But I'm just saying, like, I just like to know, I want to know some facts, I don't just go by the media. And personally, I like the guy, obviously he says some things out there that might be outlandish. I don't agree with everything from anybody, but I like to eat the meat and spit out the potatoes. And the dude feeds some cool things, but call a little bullshit on this, maybe as of right now.
Possibly. And just imagine, like, aside from all this bullshit, is how many people has he probably helped being who he is, bro, right? Like, there's so much out there talking about, how he's such a bad person, but in reality, if you look at the grand scheme, how many people has he helped?
Dude.
I mean, he's helped me.
For sure.
I've taken shit from him.
For sure.
Yeah,
man. I mean,
that's the question.
People, dude, he's changed a lot of people's lives, man. Opens up your eyes to a lot of stuff. I think it is, I think that the truth nowadays is very hard to digest.
It is.
So I think the truth comes across very offensive. And I think that's probably what we face nowadays when it comes to people like him or Elon or Donald Trump or any of these guys who are like very vocal. It comes across offensive, not meaning that they only speak the truth, but a lot of things they say, sometimes you're just like, okay.
Yeah, but you got to take it with a grain of salt. Because, like, for example, me and Yuri were talking about this earlier. A lot of these guys who are the biggest voices on social media, a lot of what they say can be just pure sarcasm or just pure promotion. Like, a lot of, like, for example, take, let's just say Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
A lot of the things that he would say on camera is outlandish because he has a masterclass about business and everything that he talks about anyway. So it's causing attention.
Genius marketing.
That's what marketing is, though.
Kanye, all these guys.
Have you heard of the Liver King?
Yeah.
About the steroid scandal?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Ty Lopez, I was watching a podcast the other day with Ty Lopez, like coffee and something. I forget the name of the podcast. Anyway, it's his most recent podcast he was invited on, but he was talking about that.
Yeah.
And he's like, you have to be, because social media and everything's so noisy that these guys understand that you have to stand out, and you stand out by controversy.
By talking shit.
Yeah. So you got, again, Elon, all these guys, man, who like we're talking about them right now.
Yeah.
Literally right now. We're talking about every single one of them.
Yep.
So,
just
controversy.
A little old show talking about these guys.
Yeah.
And it's like, who are we compared to, for the most part, who everybody else talking about them?
We should start thinking of crazy shit that we can say.
We
to
should
stir up the waters.
Stir up the waters to catch fish, baby.
Yeah. Hey, we need to get canceled.
You want to do that?
Yeah, we need to find
The new goal is to get canceled by June.
Dude, that would be pretty epic.
Yeah.
I don't want them to come after all channels.
Just a few of them.
But if they come after this one, I'm cool with that. Just because that'd be cool.
Hey.
You know, come after us. We'll say some stuff. You're gonna have to stay tuned to see what we say. I can say some shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey, being canceled is the new currency.
it is
Right? The quicker you get canceled, the more money you make.
like currency, like crypto. Because
Hey.
if you don't have crypto, then you're gonna be left out. You know,
Come on, man.
I'm a believer in crypto.
Talk about it.
Yeah, what's going on in the cryptocurrency world nowadays?
So what is it? CDC? What is it?
CBDC.
CBDC.
CBDC, centralized banking of digital currency. It is coming. It is absolutely coming. I actually sent you guys some stuff, right? You know, they don't talk about this because they want you to know that Kim Kardashian, you know, whatever,
another sex tape.
whatever she's got going on, they
Some
keep you
shit.
full of that. But at the same time,
Kim.
you got the White House. Okay, if you go to whitehouse.gov, they're talking about it. CBDC, you're talking about the Federal Reserve has information on their website. You got a lot of things happening, man. You got the lawsuit with Ripple,
Yeah.
which is going to put forth some regulations.
A lot of things happening in the background.
Oh, man.
Is what it seems like.
Dude, they passed a what was it, like $1.7 trillion bill at midnight while you guys were asleep. While we're asleep, okay, fascinated by all the media going on of celebrity world, the government is passing bills transacting $1.7 trillion. And we just don't talk about it. So, you know, these might be the things that we start going down that can get us canceled. But
Possibly you go down these rabbit holes and start giving information. But the reality is all this information is public anyway.
it is.
Right? So
It's just
what
quiet.
we're saying is nothing new.
Yeah.
Because it's already out there.
Yep.
We're not leaking government secrets. The shit is on Google. Right?
It is on Google, and it's
So,
all perspective.
Who should
too.
we really cancel?
Yeah, you know, I'll say this.
Ooh,
I
this-
want to.
ooh, this
I want to
is getting
vent real
juicy,
quick.
baby.
I want to vent real quick, but
Preach,
you know,
son.
we don't have to. We don't have to see that. You know, our dollar is crashing, right? We don't have to see inflation, all of these things that are happening. I feel like they're just milking it now to just kind of rock it till the wheels fall off, and then we'll transact over to the digital currency. But
Just like that, like overnight?
yeah, I think so. But what's funny is the people that come after cryptocurrency, because somebody commented, I'm in like this Facebook group about VV. It's the only thing I engage with on Facebook. And I was talking about, I bought some gems with Ethereum or Bitcoin, and this guy comes on and he's like, aha, you lost again, you know, and just
To you?
basically, yeah, he's just basically like ripping Bitcoin, and he's like, oh, it's crashed. But when you really zoom out, you know, the dollar is crashing. So even if you take pre-pandemic, let's talk about like February 2020, right? The dollar what's happened with the dollar and inflation since then? I mean, I don't even have
It's
to.
on a super downtrend from
Massively, dude.
like 20, 30 years ago, right? Like on a
Massively.
20, 30 year scale. That's what you mean, right? If you
yeah,
you zoom out
dude,
and
it's
look at it
just
from
it's
a yearly
crashing,
perspective.
right? That's what inflation is basically.
Yeah.
Inflation is that, yeah, prices are going up, but what that means too is your dollar's going down because it's not worth what it once was. But if you zoom out, I was actually just checking it, but in 2020, January of 2020, Bitcoin was $6,000, dude. It's at 17,000 right now.
I remember in 2020 when Bitcoin was passing 10 to 12K, and I was just cruising at 18.
It's been sitting there
16
forever.
to 18.
So-
And then when it jumped up to 60 and 70, like when it barely I don't even know if it went as high
It
as 70.
did. It
but-
hit 60, but that's what people are talking about because it dropped back down to 16.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's not a crash. Look at where it's sitting. That was just a correction.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know, man. Crypto's coming. I'm all about it. I'm excited about it.
And there's so much to be said about, like, what happens to your cash, right? Let's say during all this inflation, like, what does that mean for cash that you hold? That shit goes down too.
I mean, Venezuela,
Yeah.
is that the one you using as an example?
I don't know.
All those people I mean, again, we should pull it up. But Venezuela, they basically woke up and all that cash was worth nothing anymore.
Just rent, over time.
Less than toilet paper, bro. Seriously, like they just show up
Yo.
and then all of a sudden their dollar's not worth anything.
It's crazy.
So, it could happen, man. I don't know how it's, what the switch is going to be, but it's coming. So I'm a supporter in cryptocurrency. I don't care who comes at me.
So my question is now, where do you put your money, right? So if we're looking at the dollar and how far down it's going, people who think that taking out cash and holding onto it is a smart move, one, let them know, is that really a smart move? And two, where do you put your money so that way it can correct with the market, whether up, to go up with the market.
I think the only reason I say pulling cash out right now and saving it is smart is just simply so you can be prepared to buy if or when things do get worse, meaning assets. So I think, you can never go wrong with gold. I know it sounds like, but it's timeless. Yeah. So I think, when Jenna and I talk about this stuff, obviously I'm huge into crypto. So we put a lot into crypto. I think crypto specific coins. I don't really, right now I'm not messing with the altcoins or any of that stuff right now. I'm pretty much just rocking with Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Yeah. That have more longevity.
Yeah, or things that just, that's obviously still volatile, right? It's a market, so it can go up and down. But, when you think about things like gold and silver's there. And you have a lot, I think it was Russia, they just moved off the economic currency system, right? And they went back to a gold-backed dollar.
Yeah, the gold standard,
Yeah. So, I mean, that's something that could happen. I feel like that's a safe place. But the only reason I would be saving cash right now is to invest it if things get worse. That's when you go in and buy your stocks, buy your cryptos. But with crypto, it could do the opposite during a crash. It could go up.
I think it will.
Yeah. So I think that'll be the transition.
Yeah.
That'll be the switch.
I think it will. Plus, if you go on what's that website that we checked all the transactions again? The blockchain.
Yeah.
Look how much is being transacted on the blockchain right now. Like, without us even knowing. Millions of dollars, dude, bro, being transacted on a daily basis in Bitcoin.
Dude, I did hear something random talking about investments. I heard that ChatGPT, if you're on the internet, you probably know what ChatGPT is right now. But I heard that they're spending $3 million a day just to keep it operational. But this is the thing. The data that they're collecting has to be stored somewhere. Rumor has it, and I haven't verified this yet. So if you know, I'd be interested to verify me. Or after this. This is all speculation. I saw it on a video. Yeah. So I have to fact check that person. But supposedly they're storing all of their data on Amazon's storage.
How the hell do they do that?
They're using Amazon's storage space and servers to store the data for ChatGPT, which means, this guy was suggesting Amazon stock might be something to look at. Ooh. So I don't know, man. Interesting stuff. I know I just like
no, that's actually badass.
It could be good information. So I don't know. Maybe check into that. I meant to look into that after I saw the video, but back to like ChatGPT and AI and all this switch. I think it's going to be more than just currency. I think we're our whole world is about to shift in the direction of digital changes that are massive. Yeah. Artificial intelligence, cryptocurrency, Web3, AR, metaverse, all of this stuff is coming strong. And I think it's just going to be a whole reset.
It sounds like those are going to be the major factors for the world's newest millionaires. Yeah. Right. So like the people who are coming up now, they're going to make their money on these new digital trends that are coming out.
Yep. I agree.
Crypto, NFTs, all of that.
Yeah. Which it gives us more control, so it's cool if we can figure out those areas to make money. But a lot of this stuff is really about giving the people back control. Yeah. Somebody was talking about, Ethereum and all of these different things basically gives people the ability to be their own bank. So what happens? You know what I mean? Like when you think about all of these things, like it really puts a lot of control
back into the
people's hands. And so, that's where it's going to be interesting. It could be the revolution, with the transition. So.
But then that's probably why we see so much resistance and the headlines talking about how Bitcoin is crashing, how you shouldn't buy Bitcoin, sell all your Bitcoin. Because what do you think the banks are probably doing to combat all this control that's about to be given up? Yeah. Or this, this whole change in atmosphere.
They're getting ready. I found articles, newspaper articles. I can show newspaper articles right here. Maybe we can pop them up in here somewhere. I don't want to overcommit, but maybe we could throw one edit. But dude, you can look up media headlines where it talked about the internet being a fad and a scam and that it's going away. This is just what media does. They don't want you to know. They got to drive fear and they got to hide some of this stuff. So I've always learned now to look at the opposite side of what media is saying. If media is saying somebody's crazy, then I probably want to pull up some videos and listen to that person speak.
Yeah.
Because they might be saying something I need to hear. If the media is saying stay away from, Bitcoin, I might want to do some research on Bitcoin and see what the benefits of it are. So
That's
it's almost always jumping to the other side, because I think that gives you the good perspective. But typically, if the media is saying it, you probably want to look at the opposite side of that and see, for yourself. And then you might find some good information.
But see, that's what separates so many people, because you have one side of people that actually go in, they dig deep, they find information for their own selves, and then, they draw their own conclusions.
Yep.
And then you have people who are like, all right, we're going to go ahead and take a very quick break. First of all, thank you so much for watching this podcast. If you're enjoying the video, make sure you subscribe below, hit the like button, and comment below any other topics or just any other feedback that you might have about this episode. Lastly, the camera did cut off, so we're going to go ahead and keep the episode running. So stay tuned. There's about the last maybe 10 to 15 minutes is all audio only. So make sure you stay tuned so you do not miss anything that you might want to hear. Overall, this episode was extremely dope. And again, if you enjoyed it, please subscribe. Please support the channel, because we're going to be dropping this podcast every 2 weeks. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and let's keep this rolling. Fucking sheep, the end all be all is News 13, and you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's on the news, bro, it's real.
Yeah.
And it's like, what happens then? That
can't do anything with those people, man.
Hey.
Listen, y'all just shit. There's just nothing about it, man. You can't do anything to help those people, man.
Yeah.
It's just ignorance.
It is.
It really is just ignorance, man. It's laziness. It's ignorance. There's probably an element of it that it's not the person's fault because they're brainwashed, but those are the types of people that you can't tell anything to. There's no forming your own opinion. Nope. They're just easily conditioned. They're sheep.
Lazy.
They're
don't want to go in and do their own
research on anything, man.
Yeah.
Nothing. So my thing about that is you just got to be willing to at least form your own opinion, even from kids and stuff. We're told all of this, that you got to form your own opinion. So you have your own beliefs.
Yeah.
When you believe in something, at least you believe in it because you established that perspective and that belief. That's the way I look at it. Like, just establish your own beliefs. So if you have an opinion on something, let it be your opinion, no matter what that opinion is, as long as you formed it yourself.
And not to be taken with like for if there's any kids watching this, to disrespect your parents and none of that. But at the end of the day, like, still have your own opinion on things, right?
Grow
like,
into
learn
yourself.
about things, ask questions. And I think that's like the main takeaway is they don't want nobody to ask questions. Once you're known as somebody who asks questions, or you ask too many questions, now you're labeled as you're canceled, basically.
Yeah,
you're labeled as a
disrupting,
threat.
you're disturbing. Yeah,
but it's like, if you don't ask questions, there's no learning.
None at all.
There's no type of innovation. You have to ask questions.
But that's part of the conditioning, is to make you not want to ask questions. But you absolutely have to ask questions. I question everything, even my own opinions or my own
question your
belief.
own questions.
Hell yeah. Jenna always gets on to me. She's like, she gets very annoyed because I second or third guess everything, but it's a habit, even little things.
Yeah.
Like, if I want to go do something,
like, should I do that?
Then I'll start questioning myself, because I just have this habit of like looking at all areas, before I do something, I want to know, like, do I really want to do that? Is there something else I'd rather do? What am I gonna do if I don't like?
It's
what I mean?
all testing, though. You're trying to figure
I just
out.
love to question things, man, but because I like to have my own belief. That's one thing that I think is just that would make people so strong, because then you have your own belief, man. Then nobody can take that from you.
Yeah.
Then a belief is solid no matter what side you're on. That's that. Imagine how cool that would be if in politics everybody had their own belief because they believed it and they supported it. It probably wouldn't be as divided as it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because then I think you get this established respect.
I agree. Like, you're even willing to debate. Like, I find some of my best conversations is with somebody who's not only opinionated, but willing to test out other opinions and see for themselves. Like, when I have a friendly debate, or even if it gets a little bit heated because we're both, oppositely, believing in two different things.
Yeah.
Regardless, those are some of the best conversations
100%.
with people who are willing to debate different ideas. And, even if you don't, even like, let's say you and I are debating and I don't really agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
Just the fact that we talk about it and hash it out, it's just like, at the end of the day, okay, we believe something different, but like you said, it's a mutual respect. And a lot of people aren't willing to do that.
Man, that would create peace. because we form like, yeah, dude, it's like we don't have to agree. You don't have to agree with everybody. That's okay. But somehow we've gotten to this point where it's like, I don't know, man. You feel like you got to hate people if you don't
for
agree
not
with
agreeing.
them. Yeah, I don't agree with you. And then all of a sudden, man, it's just, I don't know, man. I don't dig that. I agree with you, man. I like to be able to challenge, even when it comes to like deep beliefs. I try not to form my own firm belief. I try to always remain open to change my perspective.
You have to, bro. You got to keep an open mind.
Yeah.
Too closed-minded, man, you're going to shoot yourself in the foot.
Try not to come to a definitive.
Yeah.
You know? Because with life, dude, we can't. Not really in many areas at all.
Nah, bro.
You know?
Got to keep an open mind.
All right, but
that's why you got to keep watching the GBC show, because we're open-minded over here.
We are open-minded. Maybe we'll get canceled in the next month or two.
I don't know. I guess we're going to have to find out.
We're going to have to say something outlandish. It might be Jeremiah. We might bring Jeremiah. Jeremiah said something yesterday. I'm not going to repeat it, but if the podcast would have been going yesterday at lunchtime, y'all would have already hit the report button a few times.
Bro. This shit would have gotten taken down. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, but who knows, man? Who knows? But I'm excited about it. This is only our second time doing it. We're still, second week of the year. We got so much. Can we just...
Bro.
Oh my God, what else coming out? What else? Let's just give a quick plug, just because if you're interested in what we're doing, or any of us or our personalities, or kind of what we do outside of this podcast. What do we do? What do we have going on? Is GBC the only thing on YouTube?
GBC is not the only thing on YouTube.
Okay. What else do we have on YouTube, Josh?
There's a lot. So we have Jeremiah's running the One Source Branding and Media YouTube channel, where we not only have the weekly vlog, but we also have mini series within the office. So everybody in the office is talking about what they're passionate about and putting value out in that space.
So that's One Source, Branding and Media. Yep. Jeremiah's dropping an in-office vlog every week.
Boom.
That's every Friday.
Every Friday.
Okay. That's a vlog. You want to see the behind the scenes, what's going on. He's dropping that every week.
Yep.
The mini series, we're talking about Tech Talk with Matt and Alex, where they're talking about the latest trends in technology. You got Peyton's doing Fashion Forward, talking about sneakers and music and culture and fashion. Mm-hmm. You got the Women in the War Room with Alyssa and Nicole, where they're talking about just being in business and a woman and you know, strong women in leadership and working in industries. You got Creative Cuts with
baby.
You and Jeremiah,
yes,
where
sir.
you guys are talking about content creation and photography and videos and camera and equipment and all of this.
Strategy, all that good stuff.
You got Stronger Together, which is Jenna and I talking about relationship and being in business with each other. Whew. That's all dropping every single month.
That drops every first week of the month. That's actually labeled 1 week.
Yeah.
It's One Source week.
Man.
Right? Week 1 of every month is One Source week.
That's a lot of content.
That's where we drop the podcast on Monday.
Yep.
All those series every single day of the week.
Yep.
And the One Source vlog on Friday.
And that's not all, folks.
No, that's not all.
We're talking now. We got GBC podcasts. All right, we're dropping 2 of these a month. Already talking about possibly going to a weekly schedule in the next month or two.
Yeah.
Then on top of that, you got
McNutt Weekly.
McNutt Weekly is dropping every Wednesday.
At 6.
Yeah, at 6. You got the personal content, right? So especially Josh and Jeremiah, they're dropping their own content, their own segments if you go to their Instagrams, which we'll plug in the description. Then you got Jenna and I, McNuts About Disney, for all you Disney lovers. Yes, I'm rocking Mickey Mouse, okay? Why is that?
McNuts About Disney too,
yeah,
bro.
Because that's every Tuesday night, bro. After I shoot this, I'm wrapping up the day. I'm wrapping up some stuff with Jenna, and then tonight we're at Hollywood Studios for all the Disney fanatics out there. And this is just the beginning. This is just the second week in January. On top of that, everything else we got going, you know. We got a lot of things going. Josh is moving. Jeremiah and I, we're going to Minnesota next week.
Yeah.
So we're going to recap some of that. We got a ton of things going, so.
There's a lot, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot. So definitely stay tuned, because we're dropping gems everywhere. And we're not stopping. There's no stopping to this.
Oh, no. If anything, we're just going to speed. You know why? Because we've optimized our time, baby. And we're figuring out something that is awesome. But what's cool is once we dial it in, we aren't going to keep it a secret. We're going to share it. And but it's really cool. So we're about to hopefully become master executors and machines, and hopefully just get it going this year. So
that's the goal.
Tell them we'll subscribe.
That's the goal. Subscribe to the channel. Comment below, like the video.
Yep. They can find us on all social media.
Yep. At
the GBC show, right?
Boom.
At the GBC show on TikTok, on Instagram, at One Source Branding on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Snapchat, on LinkedIn, on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's me, Soto.
All platforms. Follow Ryan McNutt.
At the Ryan McNutt on all platforms.
Yep.
Jeremiah. Now you're going to have to spell that. He's going to have to spell that for y'all on the next. So you're going to have to tune into the next episode.
Yeah,
but we're going to
facts.
put it in the description. And Jeremiah's going to be on the next one with us. We're getting another mic. So we're going to have 3. So we're going to just shoot the shit on some episodes. And then every other episode, we're going to bring in some guests and be a little more intentional and talk about life stories and journeys of individuals and share some inspiration there. So we're going to mix it up. So it's a mix of everything. We're going to close it out because I'm going to go wrap up my day. And I'm going to go to Disney World and vlog McNuts about Disney.
Shit, let's go.
Let's get it.
Wrap up some edits and edit this podcast.
Let's get it.
Let's go, man.
All right, guys. Till next time.